Well, good evening to you. Welcome to the Nissan Stadium, the middle of an amazing entrance for the players that we're about to see. A stunning light show. We've got water fountains going on the far side of the field, all in preparation for a meeting of two of the giants of Japanese football. Yokohama F Marinos and Vissel Kobe were the top two last season in the J-League. They aren't this year. When the fixtures came out, we thought that this probably would go some way to deciding where the title would end up. But it's been a disappointing campaign for the home side. And whilst the visitors are still very much in the title race, a run of 3 games without a win has left them off the pace being set by MEIJI YASUDA right now. So both sides in need of a victory. Anderson Lopez and Yokohama F Marinos are 9th. They're 7 points behind Vissel Kobe. They're 10 points off qualification for the Asian Champions League. That's their challenge after a season that has been up and down, really, with more downs and ups, and a change in manager as well. But now they are sensing they are back on track. They're on a really good run, not just in the J-League, but also in the Cup, and a stunning friendly win against Newcastle United. But 3 straight J-League wins have got Yokohama F Marinos looking upwardly mobile. And today, as they take on the former hero Takehiro Ogihara, they will be looking to inflict some hurt onto the challenge at the top of the table for Vissel Kobe. And it is worth saying a Vissel Kobe side that is riddled with injury right now, and suspension following 2 red cards in midweek. More on that in a moment. But for Yokohama F Marinos, the change of management has served them well. John Hutchinson has got a real response from the players. 3 straight wins for them in the J-League. Hiroki Ikura is preferred in goal today in the back 4, and Kato is back in as the left back. It's Koto Watanabe and Takuya Kida who with a holding role in midfield. It means that Shun Amano will play just ahead of them after his goal against Newcastle last time out. And it's that front 3 that you come to expect. The 3 Brazilians back together, and all, of course, scoring in the win over Consadole Sapporo just 3 days ago. Well, our referee today is one of the brightest and one of the best. Hiroyuki Kimura, the 42-year-old, who's been in the J-League now for as long as we can remember. And he is assisted today, if he needs him in the VAR booth, by Koki Nagamine. Well, here's the Vissel Kobe side. Daiya Maekawa is the regular goalkeeper, we know. But the back 4 is sort of botched together. Yuki Honda and Rikuto Hirose are the fullbacks. We're seeing Yuo Kikuchi at the heart of the defence alongside Tetsushi Maekawa. Haruya Ide comes in midfield alongside Ideguchi. Jean-Patrick comes in on the left-hand side of the forward line, alongside the regular 2 that we see of Yuya Osako and Yoshinori Muto. As we say, so many players out at the moment for them. Nanase Ino and Mateus Tuller were both sent off in that defeat at Kawasaki just the other day. And add to that as well the absences of Sakai, Yoroki, Miyashiro, Yamaguchi, Hatsuse. It's a growing injury and absence list for that man there, Takayuki Yoshida, who could do without it, of course, as his side looked to close the gap at the top of the J-League table. But while they have him, the J-League's golden player of last season, they still have a chance. Of course, it went all the way to the final day last year when Osako and Anderson Lopez traded goals throughout the season and couldn't be separated at the end. It is the visitors who get us underway, Vissel Kobe, in the Nissan Stadium. Yokohama F Marinos looking for a 4th straight J-League win. Looking to revitalise their season against Yuya Osako and co. Always a tight game, always a challenge when these two giants go head-to-head. Jean-Patrick trying to advance into the penalty area, and Osako looks for help from Muto, and that's a really, really good block by Eduardo. It needed to be as well. This is Ide. Almost a dream start for Vissel Kobe inside the first 30 seconds there. Ogihara had nowhere to go. Well, sometimes you wonder if you can just swing your foot and hope for it. They tried to carve out the best moment for the chance. Ken Matsubara has got a problem here with his ankle early on, which will be a concern for John Hutchison and his coaching team down there. Muto just trying to find that space. It was a really good block by Eduardo. There's a level of concern here for the fullback. He made that challenge there, just opened his ankle up a little, didn't it? It's back with Hiroki Ikura, who had a sensational game in that friendly against Newcastle. He was unbeatable, played 45 minutes, but did as many saves in one half of football as he'd probably expect to over 3 or 4 J-League games. Really good win that, and they built on that with that win over Consadole Sapporo just the other day. Is Eder. It wasn't too far away. He scored the other day. He scored against Newcastle, almost identical goals, by the way. This one a little further out, coming in from that left flank. And just for a moment, we thought it was going to fly into the top corner there. It just wouldn't come down. Mikawa able just to watch that over the top. Good start to the game, though. Noticeable that the players have said that not too much is different now under John Hutchison to what it was before, that they're just getting the goals now and getting the results that they weren't getting before. Shinosuke Hatanaka, who made his return against Newcastle from being out injured for a couple of months, did speak about that. They are staggering his return to the first team, just as they are as well with Katsuya Nagato as well. That's towards Jean-Patrick, who made the jump. Matsubara with the header away. They have been mixing and matching really on that left-hand side following the injury to Koya Yuruki. He hasn't played since the middle of May. We've hardly seen him at all this season, bearing in mind last season that front three seemingly played every game together, it felt like, and they were so strong and so positive and so good, and ably supported from Sasaki as well. Corner for Vissel Kobe. It was Osako who took a tumble. Jan Mateus trying to bring the ball away. Ogihara wins the ball back. Hirose, that's a foul against Jean-Patrick. The idea wasn't too bad. Rikuto Hirose playing it right back today, of course. The continued absence of Gotoko Sakai. Haven't seen him since the end of June. Add to that Miyashiro, we've not seen since mid-June. Yamaguchi as well. Ryo Hatsuse, who played the other day, not involved at all today. Add to that Nanasino and Mateus Tuller, both serving 1-match bans today. Tuller initially was given a 4-match ban, but that has been reduced to 1 on appeal following a meeting of the disciplinary committee on Friday. What it does, of course, is give you Kikuchi an opportunity at the heart of the defence. Think about all the injury problems that he's had. Return, he actually played almost as a right back the other day. Hirose to Osako. That's a lovely flick. Now Jean-Patrick in towards Muto. And Osako quite getting the air on the ball to guide it through towards Jean-Patrick. Haruya Ide not quite able to pick up the loose ball. Ide's another one who has had to recover from a lengthy injury problem. Anderson Lopez. Ogihara. 5 good years, of course, at Yokohama F Marinos. 32 now, although still looks 18. Touch, eluding Yoshinori Muto. Of course, when Nana Seino has been playing of late, Muto's been playing as a left-sided forward. Back in the position we tend to associate him with in this Vissel Kobe side today, with Ino suspended for that red card. He picked up in that heavy defeat at Frontale the other day. Jean-Patrick given the opportunity to start. Last thing really they needed was that heavy defeat in Kawasaki. It's a lovely turn by Osako. Ogihara. Again, they're looking for Jean-Patrick, and it was a little unorthodox with Ken Matsubara, but it certainly worked. This is Kamijima. Matsubara. Won by Watanabe. The chase is Jan Mateus. Yuki Honda is underneath it. Nice win by Watanabe. Amano. Jan Mateus. I don't think the pitch helped, but I think he'd run past the ball anyway. Eduardo and Osako. Not the first time those two have locked horns, and it won't be the last tonight either. And two real competitors. Ball back with Makawa. Again, Eduardo pinning the forward, not giving him a chance to cause any problems. There's Watanabe. Albert. Played as number 10 against Newcastle recently. It was a fairly different role and one that we're not used to seeing him in. He said he enjoyed it greatly. Got himself a goal as well. Here's Anderson Lopez, who always scores, it seems. Osako hasn't quite been able to cause the damage this season that he did last season. Eduardo and Osako again locking together. Osako feeling that it probably should be a yellow card for the Brazilian. Could easily have been. He's got 7 goals this season, Yuya Osako. 22, of course, last season, his best ever return in league football. That's towards Muto. It's an important header away by Renkato. Ogihara will come and swing this in with his left foot. Kikuchi, Yamakawa and Honda are all making their way forward here. Kikuchi, the obvious threat. Ogihara's delivery. Oh, it's Yamakawa who wins the header. And Ogihara, who would have been offside and going for the return, has to leave it. Well, Tetsushi Yamakawa had a chance there, just didn't quite meet the ball the way that he would have wanted. He's only ever scored twice, one of which has come this season against Consadole Sapporo. Ironically, both his career goals have come against the side from Hokkaido. Both in massive wins as well, 6 and a 4. Yuki Honda back towards Makawa. Eduardo's head. Hirose. Again, Osako coming deep, looking to provide for Jean-Patrick. That's Ide into the middle, looking for Muto. Eduardo with the header again. They've missed Tase Miyashiro in recent weeks. He has been outstanding since he made that move in the off-season. He's played in that advanced midfield role, supporting the front player. Jean-Patrick unhappy that he didn't get the decision there. One thing this season has shown us in the J-League is that nobody has the right to be up at the top of the table. Nobody has an authority over everybody else. We've seen Yokohama F Marinos struggle. We've seen fellow giants, you'd call them, of the J-League, Urawa Reds, have a really difficult season as well. Vissel Kobe off the pace right now. MEIJI Yasuda, the leaders of the pile, being chased at the moment by Kashima and Gambaro Osaka. Of course, the Vissel Kobe win today will just change the narrative somewhat. John Hutchison trying to make sure that doesn't happen. Certainly, if you look at the challenge before them, a busy day, of course, with Gamba and Kashima. Mashida and Sanfrecce, Hiroshima all in action. Yuki Honda with a throw. Matsubara with a challenge. Enough to get the referee's attention. opportunity may knock here for Vissel Kobe, not just in this game, but also if they say that Machida are losing at home to Shonan Bellmare, which they are right now. Kashima Antlers could be joining them at the top of the table tonight. But it's an opportunity to close the gap on the leaders to 5 points if Machida don't get back into that game in the last couple of minutes. A couple of players getting some water on board on a warm evening in the Nissan Stadium. Ogihara with the free kick. It's Kikuchi who won the header but couldn't make firm contact. They'll try again, Kikuchi again. Ricocheted into an area where no one really knew where the ball was. The first to react was Ren Kato. Bright start to the game. Matsubara is Jan Mateus. So dangerous when he gets it on that left foot. He was looking for the little pullback. He was looking for Albert, who'd taken up that position. It's coming from the edge of the penalty area. Eduardo. It's a really good challenge by Ogihara. Osako and Muto decided to drive for goal. The block was a good one. Osako again feeling he's been on the end of some physical treatment. Delivered towards Muto. It's a lovely take by Yoshinori Muto. Never really convincing with the strike from distance. Kamijima forward, it's a firm hold header to win the ball back from Yamakawa. It's Kamijima again. Back towards Hiroki Ikura. He's been back and forth, hasn't he, this season with William Pop. And the veteran is the current holder of the jersey for Yokohama F Marinos. It's forward and offside against Jan Mateus. The idea was good. Back with Makawa. 20 minutes have passed us by pretty quickly, it must be said. Good level of intensity about this game. Ide. It's a foul. Little too physical from Takuya Kida. It will be a yellow card as well. But he's probably the victim of a couple of those challenges a little earlier on Yuya Osako. Mistimed more than anything. Ide. None too impressed. Means that Kida has now gone past the threshold for yellow cards. And the captain will be out. 4 yellow cards for him now, which isn't the burst, it must be said, at this stage of the season. But he'll be absent at Kawasaki Frontale in 6 days' time. Osako with nowhere to go. Kamijima, it was who made the challenge. He has often joked in the past, Yuya Osako, he needs pads in the back of his socks, never mind the front. He does engage central defenders and does battle with them. Kikuchi. The goalkeeper able to go long again, looking for Hirose and Osako. Hirose was just a little on his heels, which gave Eduardo the momentum in the challenge. Just before that moment there, and Eduardo able to get across and make the block off, really, wasn't it? Well, it is a warm all day in the Nissan Stadium, and it means that with the temperature being what it is, anytime we get above 28 degrees, we have to stop midway through the first half for a water break. There has been an excessive heat warning around this area for the last few days. The temperature has been as high as 37 degrees during the day. It's a little cooler now, but not much cooler. That's that little bit of the pitch where Jan Mateus lost the ball a little earlier. There you go. Please replace your divots. Pitch just cutting up a little. A few instructions from the coaching staff. So little between them at this stage of the game. The better of it, you would say, has been with the visitors. But as we say, it's so tight. Onto Eduardo, they want to play out from the back and draw Vissel Kobe onto them to create space in behind them. Kamijima, Jan Mateus, Yuki Honda just has to be careful here, which he is. Nice ball for Jean-Patrick as well. Patrick. It was a clever little ball that was played by Ideguchi. Wasn't quite red. Idea wasn't the worst in the world. Returning to Japanese football full time now, of course, after that loan spell at Avispa last season. Made a challenge well by Takuya Kida. Horose will go and take the corner here. They have had the better of the game, but they haven't really troubled Ikura at all. Maybe that can change now. It's very deep round the back, and again Yuki Honda found some space, just as Kikuchi did a little earlier, and Yamakawa didn't make best use of it. Put that down as a half attempt on goal. It goes out for a throw-in as the ball was played forward. It wasn't the best ball in the world, nor was it the best return in the world. Eduardo. Matsubara's ball. Just had too much on it. Ren Kato, his opposite fullback, was the recipient he wanted to find. Takumi Kamajima. That's Anderson Lopez. We've not seen anything from him so far. Not that much from Elbert either, apart from that early shot that he flashed over the top. Haven't seen much from Yokohama F Marinos as an attacking threat at all, really. Kamajima. Ideguchi stepping in to win the ball back. It's a very good run by Jean-Patrick. Supporters arriving from Osako, and Ine with a header. He got in front of his man, and the game's first really big chance goes to Vissel Kobe. Haruya Ide on the end of Yuya Osako's delightful little ball, and unable to hit the target. What a big chance that was. Now Yokohama F Marinos trying to answer at the other end. Ball is for Jan Mateus, and the pullback is good. A second goal from Amano and Matsubara, where you could see where he was aiming, you could see what he was trying to do. It was a really, really fine effort. Goalkeeper fully extended, diving across his goal. Probably would have cleared the crossbar anyway. Well, the goalkeeper wasn't to know that. A really top stop from Mekawa. Yokohama F Marinos, who could have gone behind a minute ago, now looking to get themselves in front. It's going to come all the way through to Watanabe. Kida, now Kato. And he's got that all wrong. Well, a couple of really, really bright moments there. One for either side. Iida's header, such a good chance. Osako. Muto. Hirose is outside and Muto goes the other way. Away by Eduardo. Really nice piece of skill to find Amano. He is penalised for a foul on Ogihara. Well, we knew it would come to life. And too many good players out there for there not to be chances in this game. Matsubara's header. Ide. And the offside flag is up. From earlier in the move. There have been some thumping victories in this fixture in the last few years. Yokohama F Marinos have had a couple of falls, particularly when they were at their strongest. Under Ange Postecoglou, of course, in that midfield, you had a certain Takehiro Ogihara. Ogihara is penalised for that challenge. Going to get a yellow card as well. Watanabe, the player who was fouled. But he has come through the back, hasn't he? And caught Koto Watanabe. It's another who will sit out the next game for Vissel Kobe, and they entertain fellow title dreamers Gambur Osaka at the weekend. Ogihara, another to reach 4 yellows, which, as you say, at this stage of the season isn't the worst. 24 games in. Has been the one who's carried the ball well through midfield. Idaguchi for Yamakawa. Hirose gets it back. Yoshinori Muto. Idaguchi. Switch for Jean-Patrick. It's 3 in the middle. Another 2 joining now as the ball is delivered deep round the back. Muto with the header. Well, it's difficult from beyond the far post where he was to cause problems to the goalkeeper. Again, though, a little bit of encouragement for the visitors. turn by Anderson Lopez, but he can't find the pass for Elbert. This is Osako, and now Ide. Jean-Patrick will take over. Direct and goes for the line, his cross is deep. It will come for Muto. Delivered looking for Osako. Away by Watanabe. Osako again. Ball delivered back towards Osako, but a little behind him. This is Hirose. Away by Eduardo. Back with Makawa. Honda. Ide. Again, he's going direct. Running right at the heart of the Yokohama F Marinos defence. That's a really good defensive clearance by Matsubara. Yuki Honda. Ide. Should be the goalkeeper as it is. It's bending round nicely for Ikura. It was risky from Elbert turning there and playing the ball. Lucky the ball came up to halfway more than anything. Could easily have lost it on the edge of his own box. Kikuchi. Again, the ball is back with Mikawa. Ogihara. Osako. No one in the J-League has played more through balls this season than Yuya Osako. That's what he does when he comes into those deep areas. Should be Matsubara's to deal with, and is. Kikuchi with the header. Honda for Ogihara. Takuya Kida. Matsubara. Little more patient. Yokohama F Marinos are when they have the ball. They settle into possession inside their own half and are happy to play the ball around to try and bring the Vissel Kobe players onto them and then look for a gap in behind them, which is what they're trying to do here. Clever little run here by Watanabe. This is Jan Mateus. Eduardo into the final 5 minutes of the first half in the Nissan Stadium. It's still goalless between these two titans of the J-League. Jan Mateus. Armano's take. Jan Mateus with the strike, taking the deflection. And it's behind for a corner. a decent effort. The defender got out well, didn't he, to get close to make that block. Well, Anderson Lopez waits for one chance. He normally only needs one. Amano with the corner. Runners coming from the back post, which is where the ball goes, and he's met delightfully. What a header by Eduardo. Fantastic goal. And Yokohama F Marinos, who have had to weather pressure, get themselves a set piece and get themselves a goal. It's a brilliant, decisive header from Eduardo. Just made it his, met it so well. Super, super goal. Well, he scored in the big win over Kashima Antlers. And he gets himself another now. Goal coming a couple of minutes before half-time. A turnaround for him and a turnaround for Yokohama F Marinos this season. He's got himself a bang there. Celebrating 10 years in Japan this season. First made the move to J2. Osako, Jean-Patrick. Is there a response from the visitors? Across the face of goal it goes. It won't come for Ideguchi, and it's a penalty kick. Eduardo on Osako. He scores at one end and within moments has given away a penalty at the other. Oh, immense drama. Well, the ups and downs of football for Eduardo. Osako got there first, Eduardo kicked through. The referee had absolutely no hesitation whatsoever about giving the penalty. Well, it is, as always, being reviewed. They are double checking it. Takuya Yoshida will certainly feel there's no doubt about it. Of course, Osako is the regular penalty taker, which is what they will be checking on now to make sure he's okay to take it. He has missed twice this season. Missed away at FC Tokyo in a win, and he missed at home to Kyoto Sanga in a defeat. He was faultless from the spot last season. 2 misses so far this. The referee couldn't have been situated any better, it must be said. As the ball comes out here, well, Eduardo sees the ball to go for. You see the referee, he's looking right at it. And so Yoshinori Muto with ball in hand, Matsubara having his little say, Takuya Kida having his say as well. And so Osako will limp off the field, and Yoshinori Muto has the ball and is taking the responsibility. Did take one and score in the defeat at Gambara Osaka back at the end of June. This a huge moment. Osako limps away. They'll patch him up and try and get him back out there. But it's another of their talisman, maybe their other talisman, who is to take the responsibility. Yoshinori Muto. Just moments after Yokohama F Marinos went ahead, there's been a lengthy delay while Osaka gets treatment. Muto, can he keep his calm? Can he keep his nerve? He eyes up the goalkeeper. Huge moment in the game, and Muto's response is as good as it could be. Vissel Kobe a level, and Eduardo goes from hero to villain in a matter of minutes. Goal scorer at one end gives away the penalty at the other, and Yoshinori Muto taking responsibility, taking it calmly, and providing a perfect penalty to level the score. Doesn't get much better than that. Right into the side of the net. Perfect placement. Damage repaired very quickly for Vissel Kobe. We are well into stoppage time at the end of the first half. The goal scored after 48 minutes. We've now played nearly 49. Lost about 3 minutes. Only 4 minutes waiting for the treatment, and Osako making his way off the field. He is back on, as you can see. Jan Mateos, that's a heck of a take by Anderson Lopez. He's unlucky not to have provided the ball. And Daya Makawa felt he kept the ball in play, but the decision goes against him. Good decision as well, wasn't it? Well, they scored from the corner, which is what, nearly 8 minutes ago now. Eduardo hovering deep again. He won the last header and scored. Kanamano put it straight back on his head again. That's who it's aimed towards. And in the end, it was Matsubara who was trying to make it his. along with Elbert. At the end was by Elbert, just getting in front of Ken Matsubara. Not easy though. Moving away from goal like that to head it back the other way. Well, the end of the first half full of drama and chances as well, and goals. They will leave that for Yuki Honda. Ide. That's for Osako. Muto. Hirose arriving. Never really set himself to have a go at goal. The build-up was really nice. And then Rikote Hirose arriving around the back. That's a thumping challenge from Ogihara. He has got a yellow card as well, remember, in this first half, which is what is being pointed out now to the referee by several of the Yokohama F Marinos players. It's Elbert who is down. Well, it would be harsh, you'd say that, but he has to be very, very careful. It was a clear foul, he leant across him. What you would feel is that there might not be another chance for Takehiro Ogihara after that challenge from the referee. 4 minutes of stoppage time at the end of the first half has become just about 8. Well, he might know a few of them from his time at Yokohama, but no love lost there, was there? There's never any love lost during a game of football. Ikura out towards Kamishima, long towards Elbert. Anderson Lopez doesn't pick up the loose ball. Now then, counter-attack. Muto leads it. Ogihara. Honda. Ide again pulling out towards this near side. Doubling up with Jean-Patrick. Lovely piece of skill by the Brazilian. And the cross towards Osako. Eduardo with a really good header. That's a foul by Haruya Ide. Matsubara taking a bang to the back of the head. It's a really good piece of defending again. Fascinating half of football, really has been. Visitors happy to play on the front foot. A bit more of a pragmatic style from the home side. But a first half that really came to life late on. With first the goal from Eduardo, a stunning header from Amano's corner. But within a minute, he would turn to villain as he tried to win a ball that wasn't really there to win inside his own penalty area and fouled Yuya Osako. Yoshinori Muto slamming the ball home from the spot. It was a perfect penalty. And we've had chances before, we've had chances after that. Vissel Kobe will feel they've probably done enough to get themselves in front, but they have repaired the damage of going behind to that Eduardo header and level things up through Yoshinori Muto. But it's still very much all to play for in this one. It's Yokohama F Marinos 1, Vissel Kobe 1. Welcome back. There is a change for the second half for Yokohama F Marinos. Hijiri Kato is coming on. Kent Matsubara, you'll recall, was injured in the first 30 seconds of the game today. He played on throughout the first half, did pretty well as well, it must be said, but he has now succumbed at half-time. We feel to that ankle injury he picked up early on in the game. Hijiri Kato, who has been back and forth really with Renkato at left back this season, will come on for them. No changes of personnel, but Yuya Osako is out there. He was injured in the challenge that led to the penalty kick that levelled things up just before half-time. Really good first half, really entertaining first half. A clash of styles, you would almost say. And Yoshinori Muto's perfect penalty, levelling things up for the visitors on a day where opportunity does knock, it must be said, for Vissel Kobe to try and close the gap at the top of the J-League. That is because MEIJI YASUDA have lost so far today. It means that Kashima Antlers can go to the top of the table, but significantly Vissel Kobe, if they win, would close the gap at the top of the J-League to 5 points tonight. And that, of course, on match week 26 leaves us with 12 games to go to further try and repair the damage that has been caused over the last 3 weeks, remember, or the last 3 J-League games, shall we say, where they have ended winless in all of them. The home side, of course, have won the last 3 J-League games, and there is a confidence about Yokohama F Marinos again as they look to revitalise their season. And if they could beat Vissel Kobe, it would be a major turning point for them. As it is, here's Jean-Patrick right at the start of the second half, but never giving Yuya Osako a chance there. And this is Jan Mateus. It's a heck of a tackle from Ideguchi to win the ball. Now then, here's Anderson Lopez. And he's stumbling and he's falling. He looks towards the referee and then he shakes his head. That's refreshing, isn't it? We don't always see that from a player. In the challenge with Kikuchi. And he looked back towards the referee. No, wasn't, was it? Well, normally players will be screaming towards the referee there. Here's confirmation of the 2 teams coming up on the screen below you. Hijiri Kato on at right back. Now for Matsubara. Takuya Kida cautioned in that first half. And we haven't seen much from Elbert or Anderson Lopez. Jan Mateus has been the outball on many occasions. The Vissel Kobe side is as it was. Of course, it is worth pointing out Takehiro Ogihara was cautioned in the first half and then was involved in a tussle, shall we say, with Elbert, where he leant across him with his arm and caught Elbert just before the half-time whistle. He will have to be very, very careful in this second half after that. Not certain the referee will give him too many more chances. It's Ogihara's ball for Jean-Patrick here. Haruya Ide. Ideguchi. Hiroshi. Hiroshi again. Ogihara. Ide. Jean-Patrick takes that nicely. He's going to have a go for goal. And it's never coming round for him. Offside flag was up anyway. It was Yuya Osako who played the ball and just got ahead of the last man, didn't he? As the ball was played forward for the Brazilian. They are a little limited at the moment in terms of the replacements of Vissel Kobe. We mentioned the suspensions today of Matheus Tuller and Anaseino. But add to that the injuries to Ryo Hatsuse, Gotoku Sakai, Koyo Yoroki, Tase Miyashiro and Hotaru Yamaguchi. Without so many crucial players right now. Watanabe. Kamishima. Jan Mateus. Watanabe again. Jan Mateus will take over, looking to pull the strings. Kato. Elbert. Kato acts as a decoy. That's clever from Kida. No way through for Junamano though. No way by Ogihara. Osako is so clever in those situations. So good at holding the ball up. Kamijima coming through the back of him. Again, the contact was not the biggest, but there's been a number of those challenges throughout the game so far. The referee has warned Kamijima and Eduardo on a number of occasions about them. He's so good with his hold-up players, and Yuyo Osako. He's been doing it for years, and still the very best at what he does. Jiri Kato has come on to play at left back, with Ren Kato moving up to right back with Matsubara off the field. Here is Ren Kato. Eduardo. Elbert. Kato. There's the delivery. It's well met by Makawa. That's nice. This is Jiri Kato. Oh, it's taken down nicely. And then the defender getting across very, very quickly to make the challenge. Well, maybe not quite the time to take the ball down there. Kato with the cross. Junamano just wandering freely at the far post. As soon as he took the ball down, Yuki Honda was all over him. Really good recovery from the Vissel man. Just for a moment, the chance was there. So many positives for his side since he took charge. Going to be a change for Vissel Kobe momentarily. More on that in a moment. First, Anderson Lopez is trying to make his way downfield. Kikuchi coming across to lock him up. And as the ball pinballs around the feet. It's well defended. Well, they can make that change now if they want, so Care. 9 minutes into the second half. And here does come that change. Yuki Honda it is who is departing. Again, that could only be what you feel would be an injury. Yuya Kawasaki is going to come on and replace him. Just to see how that will settle in. Of course, Kawasaki is primarily a central midfielder. Having to step on in that left back role with all the problems they have right now. It's an opportunity for Kawasaki. It's on his third top flight appearance following his move from Nagasaki. 3 really good years there. Here comes a change, and Nishimura is going to come on to replace Shun Amano. It was his corner that led to the goal scored by Eduardo. And he will make way now for the man who has returned to the J-League and gives them that other option up front to come, Nishimura. We've got one play almost up alongside Anderson Lopez. Only his 4th game back since that spell at Servette. It's a problem to Jan Mateos on the far side of the field. He has picked himself up and we'll get on with the game. That's given away, really good rob. Oh, and just when the composure and calmness was needed, Mogihara just slashed at the ball a little. He had more time than that. He didn't take it. He could have really hurt his old club there. It. Muto. Well, Hirose was running but never getting there. Just a little behind Nishimura. Anderson Lopez can't get there. Elbert just gives them a new dynamic now. Certainly gives Vissel Kobe's defence something to think about. It's a good toe from Kawasaki. Gucci. Gucci again. Yamakawa. Osako Can't get the Kamishima is there first. That's a lovely touch by Yoshinori Muto. He's got away from Kato. Support is arriving. It's a little behind Jean-Patrick, who's run into the goalkeeper and will be penalised for it. It only takes a moment, doesn't it? Just one good touch. He just got that little brush there to step away from the defender. In the end, the ball across goal wasn't quite what was required. Jan Mateus. It's end-to-end now. It's opening up the game by the minute. Jan Mateus' best ball. Gave it straight to Ogihara. Ide. Osako. Just wanted a little too long on the ball. He will win a throw via the outstretched foot of Takuya Kida. Ide again. Influential in the first half. Jean-Patrick. It's a really good run by Ogihara. Ide. Dangerous looking ball, half away. It's an important header from Elber, well won back by Ogihara. Kikuchi. Rikuto Hirose again. Happy to step into central midfield. Hirose. Kawasaki. Switch is looking for Muto. It's picked him out beautifully. And Muto will go for goal, Eduardo, with the block. Got hold of that one. Good block by Eduardo. Well, that will be a foul and a free kick. Lucky he didn't dive in there. It would have been a yellow card, Albert, on the end of a tough one from Ideguchi. It's a really good run by Kawasaki. Oh, it's an even better turn. Still going. Ide. Osako. Look at them queuing up. And it's Osako! Super save by the goalkeeper. That was a lovely move from Vissel Kobe. And Yuya Osako, the player they would want the ball to fall to with the effort. Tried to squeeze it in the near post. Goalkeeper reacting superbly. Been there, seen it, done it all before, Ikura. Ogihara with the corner. A lengthy discussion. The travelling Vissel fans wait in anticipation. It's towards Kikuchi, and they're appealing for handball as the ball was cleared straight onto Muto. Well, they got him free around the back there. Can't take your eyes off this one now. Just a feeling that anything could happen within the blink of an eye. That was a little overhit. Mikawa get the ball back for the side that has tried to play through Yokohama at pace with tempo throughout, really. Sometimes can lead to little errors like that. Kawasaki it was with the loose pass. Remember, he is playing in that position that's alien to him. It's a lovely ball, and here's Muto! Scores! Classic counter-attacking football. And Yoshinori Muto has two, and Vissel Kobe have come from behind. And that could be a hugely significant goal in the race for the J-League crown. They aren't ready to relinquish their hold on the title yet. Wonderful finish from Yoshinori Muto. Hirose with a pass, brilliant run, perfectly timed to stay onside, and he waited for the goalkeeper rather than the goalkeeper waiting for him. Just watch now, waits for the goalkeeper to commit and puts it right through his legs. It's brilliant from Muto. It's a massive, massive moment. Big, big goal. Big, big moment. And with those goals, he goes to 9 for this J-League season. Took his penalty very calmly and very composed a little earlier. Well, he did the same with that finish there. You've always felt they carried the bigger threat throughout. Well, now they have the lead, they have something to hold on to. And they will get some words now from Takayuki Yoshida. They went behind there. And a super header by Eduardo. Well, he would turn villain moments later and giving the penalty away that Muto would score from. That was perfect to level things up just before half-time. And this finish was just a moment of brilliance, really. If you can stay calm while all around you are losing their heads. Well, that's what he did there. Just waited for the perfect moment to slide the ball home. And so with a quarter of the game to go, it's set up beautifully. The away side always wins this game. It's the way it's gone down the last few years. Only 4 of the last 16 meetings have ended in a home win. Vissel Kobe on course to do it again. We could be heading for 5 in a row since Marinos beat Vissel Kobe 2-0 here. Thanks to 2 Nishimura goals in March 2022. Well, they won here last season in September. Osako and Muto with the goals that day. In fact, their last 3 wins here have all contained penalty goals in them. Today it was Muto. Last season it was Osako, and the season before that Andres Iniesta in that 3-2 win. 3 years in a row they've won here. Now with a little over 20 minutes to go, they have the lead, they have the edge. They won the league by finding a way last season. They found the way to win games, they found the way to scrap through the difficult moments. Well, they'll have to scrap through difficult moments in what remains here. That's a really good win by Kikuchi and Kawasaki. This is Jean-Patrick. Ball was looking for Muto, on a hat-trick now, of course. Cut out well by Kamajima. A little explosion of pace from Jean-Patrick. Mekawa to Yokakuchi. Jean-Patrick. Ide. Opening the game up beautifully. Hirose. Oh, the one defender there is the one player who heads the ball away. There were 3 white shirts looking to pick the ball up. Very well kept in play by Hirose, but it's been given away. Lost by Yamakawa. Nishimura. Elbert. Nishimura again. Arriving is Jan Mateus. Makawa comes, gets there just before Anderson Lopez. It comes down to Elbert, who miscues his shot. Now Anderson Lopez and both Yamakawa are down inside the penalty area now. The goalkeeper came thundering through to win the ball. Yes, Yokohama F Marinos have gone as close as they have to getting back into the game since going behind. Jan Mateus with the delivery. Watch the goalkeeper now, Mekawa. Comes absolutely crushing through everybody. It was actually really well run by Yoho Kikuchi. The best attempted challenge by the in the world from the goalkeeper, and that won't go down as Elbert's best attempt. Well, he knew it as well. Always concerned when Yoho Kikuchi is down, out of play and out of the game for as long as he has been. Just be making sure that everything is okay with the big defender. He made his long-awaited comeback as a substitute in the 6-1 win over Sapporo back at the end of March. This is only his 4th J-League start since coming back from that knee injury. Great header, wasn't it? The way he landed was a little awkward. And saw one for him. But he's okay. He missed over a year of football. He was injured on the 4th of March in a 4-0 win over Gamba Osaka. That was 2023. And returned at the end of March 2024. And bearing in mind, he started just about every game before that. Oh, that's a mistake by Kamijima. And Jean-Patrick! It's a brilliant save, and Osako with a follow-up. It's denied by a brilliant challenge by Takumi Kamijima. That could have been the game and 3 points. What a brilliant stop by Ikura. Oh, it's outstanding from the goalkeeper. Eduardo pinned by Osako. Kamijima's error. Wonderful save, and then how about that for a challenge? Well, he made the initial error, Kamijima, but he made up for it with this block now. Otherwise, the game could have been over. They still have a corner to defend here to the home side. Ogihara will take. Delivers towards the near post where Elbert heads it away. Well, Ideguchi had a long time to set himself there, maybe too long, because it wasn't the best effort he'll ever have a go with. Inside the final 15 minutes. There will be plenty of time to add on at the end of it, though. Kato goes to the return. Kawasaki in the way. That moment there, the save from Ikura, the block from Kamijima, maybe just the moment that they need to give them the hope to get back into this game. Might be the catalyst for a recovery. Watanabe is trying to lead it now. Jan Mateus! It's so effortless when he strikes the ball with his left foot. Just got a little bobble, didn't it, just as he let fly there. Made it awkward. He might have just done himself a mischief in the process. He's pulled up, and it's going to require a little bit of treatment here. Just holding his groin, which will be a concern. He's probably been their most consistent player of this little run they've been on of late, and he's not going to be able to carry on. And Mateus will make way for Ryomiyachi. Have the medics to have a look at that. Kenta Inoue will come on as well. Albert's going to make way. Well, that's 3 attacking players that John Hutchison has brought on to add to Takuma Nishimura, who came on a little earlier. Eduardo's touch. Headed by Kikuchi. It's Eduardo. Kikuchi again, Ogihara. Muto, Osako. Classy, under pressure. Haruide made a run, but the ball won't find him. Nicely done by Eduardo. And Hichida Kato with a nice piece of play. Muto caught him. Well, it's been a good game throughout. by Yamakawa. Hideguchi, Muto. A little bit of pinball. Can really get on top in midfield at the moment. There's going to be another change momentarily from the home side. Masai Uonaka is another attacking change coming. John Hutchison is throwing everything at this now. Ide is still down. He's slowly picking himself up. Takuya Kida who makes way, and Uonaka will come on to replace him. Well, he can play up front, he can play off the front man. Of course, he was away at the Olympics with the national side. He came onto the field in the win against Japan and into the defeat to Spain, the eventual winners. Super challenge by Hideguchi. Oh, it's so competitive out there. Daiji Sasaki is going to come on. Haruya Ide will make way. Big contribution from that young man today. First half particularly, he was leading the charge. Was a man signed from Tokyo Verdy a couple of years ago. Now Daiji Sasaki is on to replace him. Sasaki, so many important goals at the tail end of last season. Only turns 25 in a month's time. What we had as free kick. And the strike from the edge of the penalty area was by Hideguchi. It was better than his last one. It was on target, it was well blocked. No rush now for the visitors, they have the lead. Hirose with the throw. Sasaki. Nicely done. Hideguchi can't quite keep it. Kato with the challenge. Miyachi. Hijiri Kato. Just Takumi Kamishima. Eduardo's switch is exquisite. Nishimura. Oh, the offside flag's up. Went up late. Kenta Inoue just wandering, straying. Frustrating for him. Frustrating for the home fans as well. We have 7 minutes to go, plus probably 4 or 5 minutes stoppage time. Miyachi's going the wrong way there. Needed support. He's going to go even further back now. Eduardo has to clear away. It's really good pressure. Yoshida's side aren't in a hurry. They have the lead. It's a foul against Muto. a season of late goals in the J-League. They've got to be careful they don't concede another hit. Osako and Muto. Ogihara. Muto. Ogihara. And Osako is arriving, and he was well managed. Needed to be as well by Uonaka.
They've had a couple of dramatic late turnarounds this season of Yokohama F Marinos. They were trailing here to Sanfrecce Hiroshima in mid-June. We're just, well, less than this left. Anderson Lopez and Jan Mateus scored to turn the game around. They made a habit of dramatic late victories last season. They'd do anything for a goal, just for a point today, just to maintain some momentum that they've built up of late. Noticeable that they've lost their way a little. A little over 30,000, making a lot of noise. Vissel Kobe are closing in on a hugely significant victory. Watanabe. Kato. Here's Eduardo. Nicely done. Moving the ball on by Ren Kato. No one was playing as an extra central midfielder, stepping up into there alongside Watanabe when they have possession. Eduardo. Miyachi, lovely touch, and the strike nearly crept in, but kept out very well by Mikawa to deny Uonaka. Clever ball by Miyachi, really good take by Uonaka. And Mikawa with a really, really good stop, getting down smartly away to his near post. Miyachi. Door was closed by Muto. Really good from Inoue across the face of goal, and no one's there to turn it home. It's away by Yamakawa. Still Yokohama F Marinos come on. Charge led by Anderson Lopez. They're turning the screw now.
trying anything to get back into this game. The challenge by Jean-Patrick. Here comes the counter-attack. Eduardo reads it and then wins it again. Oh, it's brilliant play. Kato's cross. Raise long and high. Well, some more fresh legs coming now. As Kakaru Yamauchi will come on. Just as he got the flick at the near post there, you wondered if anyone would be there. And it was really well read and well dealt with. Seven minutes of time are being added on. Off goes Jean-Patrick. Kakeru Yamauchi will come on to replace him. Want to try and keep the ball down this end of the field, which is Sasaki, what he's trying to do right now. This is Eduardo. 7 minutes will feel like a lifetime for Vissel Kobe's players. Nishimura, what they have done is defended very, very well up to now. It will count for nothing if they concede. Miyachi, Uenaka, and Anderson Lopez couldn't quite sort his feet out. Again, the approach play was good. They just left themselves a little too much to do. Difficult for Anderson Lopez running at pace like that. Ball a little behind him, trying to sort himself out. Couldn't quite do so. Well, if they do get a chance, he's the man they'll want it to fall to. And they say, it's the age-old football cliche that you always get one chance. He's got 14 goals this season, 22 last. John Hutchison could do with a 15th. Watanabe, it's a miscue from him. Kawasaki, who's done really well since he came on, and he goes for goal. Wasn't far away. Well, he's come on as an emergency left back and done ever so well. Player that primarily has been used as central midfield all his. That's really, really good in winning the ball from Sasaki. And maybe just a little rash in the end. There's no time to draw breath now in this game. It's a really good battle from Ideguchi to win the throw. What a really, really good game we've had. It's one of those games that you don't want to end. A game full of incidents, a game full of drama, and it's not over yet. Anderson Lopez just with a little lean. Well, he's won every game he's taken charge of so far. We're pretty sure he's not going to win today now. He could be about to lose. Sasaki again having a bit of a wild slash towards the goal. Lovely ball. Inoue. Kato won't get there. Well, they are running out of time, Eduardo. His players have fought desperately late on, but is there anything left for them from this game? Vissel Kobe have defended so well. Anderson Lopez, they'll just have to make do with a throw-in, and now they'll have to load up the penalty area. Is this one last throw for a goal? Kato with the throw. Got the flick from Kamajima. Watanabe. Ren Kato. It's a really good cutout. And now can be brought away by Osako, and this is Ideguchi and Sasaki to wrap things up. Might have been offside. They're just going to keep the ball and run the clock down. They're not going to go for a goal. Well, it is a hugely significant victory for Vissel Kobe. It ends their little run of 3 without a win and puts them back into the reckoning at the top of the J-League, particularly with MEIJI YASUDA losing a little earlier today. For Yokohama F Marinos, the resurgence, the renaissance under John Hutchison has just hit the wall today. They put everything into this. Eduardo's goal put them in front in the first half. He then conceded a penalty scored by Yoshinori Muto, and it was to be Muto who would pop up in the second half with a wonderful finish that would ultimately earn the points for the visitors. They are back in the race for the title. They are back with a chance to retain their title. It was a game of high-octane football from the very first whistle. A game between these two titans. And once again, it goes the way of the away side. Vissel Kobe the winners. Yokohama F Marinos 1, Vissel Kobe 2. Well, what a super game. Yoshinori Muto the hero. 9 goals for him now this season. And a hugely significant result after Eduardo there had put the home side in front. Vissel Kobe had the better of it in the first half and probably went behind against the run of play. But his side have picked up a massive win. Takayuki Yoshida. Significant day, you do feel that, because the race for the title is starting to take shape. We felt that today was the start of what we could class as the run-in towards the end of the season. And a day where we saw Kashima Antlers lose, conceding 2 late goals. We've seen MEIJI YASUDA lose as well. Gamba Osaka failed to win as well. So all of a sudden, with Vissel Kobe's win, they're right in the race. Sanfrecce Hiroshima have won as well. So a hugely significant day for them at the top of the table. But what you have now is 5 sides separated by 5 points in the race to win the J-League this season. MEIJI YASUDA still lead the way with 50 points. But now an 8-point gap at the start of the day for Vissel Kobe has been reduced to just 5 points. That's why their supporters are celebrating out there right now. And they have earned that right because they went behind in this game today. 2 goals from Yoshinori Muto. You can see the significance of it. You can see what it means to their players as well. They have come away to the Nissan Stadium. They've won here again. 4 wins in their last 5 visits to this stadium now is hugely impressive. And they will be well set for the weekend when they play host to Gamba Osaka, because they have themselves a victory to put them back in the race for the title. They didn't really have to hang on towards the end. There was pressure, yes, and there was a very, very important clearance from inside his own 6-yard box by Tetsushi Yamakawa. But apart from that one save from Mekawa, from Uenaka at the near post, they didn't really have to weather a storm late on. There was lots of effort, there was lots of energy from the home side. That's a really, really good victory for Vissel Kobe. And it will be a happy journey home for their supporters this evening. They are back to winning ways. Osako, a crucial role once again. He doesn't score, neither does Anderson Lopez. And John Hutchison, for the first time as the interim coach of Yokohama F Marinos, has tasted defeat. Let's hear from the goal screen hero, Yoshinori Muto.
チーム状況の中で掴んだ勝ち点3です。大きな勝ち点3になりましたね。
そうですね。本当に怪我人も多くて、そのチームとしてベストのコンディションかっていうと、もしかしたらそうではないかもしれないですけど、本当に今日出たメンバーがピッチで 100% を示して一致団結して、なんとかこの蒸し暑い中勝ち点3を取れたっていうことは本当に嬉しく思います。